Hello guys, welcome to our 6th PHP tutorial for beginners. In this tutorial we're gonna go ahead and go over the switch statement in PHP. As you see here, I've already created the tutorial6.php file. Again, that's within my exam, HD docs and my tutorials folder. Create tutorial 6. So let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. In this case, I'm going to create a variable called case set that equal to 1. Underneath this, I'm going to use switch and I'm going to use case, the variable we just created. Within this switch, I'm going to create cases. So I'm going to call case 1, and in case 1, I'm just going to echo this is case 1. I need to put a break, and I'm going to explain in a moment why that break is important. I'm going to have two cases here. I'm just going to print out this is case 2. And let's put another break here. And finally, let's go with our default case. And here I'm going to echo. Let's echo this is the default case. Okay, so what are we doing here? We just declared initialize the variable called case. We set that equal to 1. Within our switch here, we're passing it this variable called case. In this case, we initialize it to be 1. What this will do is it will go inside and see if there is a case matching the variable that we passed it in. So in this case 1, is there a case called 1? If there is a case called 1 or 2 or so on, whatever this variable is set to, then I'm going to execute that case. Otherwise I'm going to execute the default. Okay, so in this case we have 1. We will find case 1, it will execute echo this case. Basically it's going to echo this is case 1. And what the break does, once it executes this and it prints it out within our browser window, it sees the break, and what the break helps do here is basically it will just, once this case is executed, it will get out of this, so it will help it break out of this switch statement and continue with the rest of the code. So let me put a comment here, rest of code, and it will go down here and execute the rest of the code. But let's say we didn't have the break, what would happen? So if we didn't have a break here, let's say this was coming it out, it will find case 1, it will execute here, and since it doesn't have a break, it will go ahead and execute case 2 as well. And then once it sees the break, then it will break out of it. So basically, if we don't do that, we're going to have this is case 1 printed out and this is case 2 printed out, and I will show you that in a minute. Again, in here I'm also going to put a BR, so this is for an HTML break, just so we can see, just so we can format our output a little slightly better. Now let's go in our browser here. I have Firefox open. I'm going to go to my local host. I'm going to go to tutorials folder here, and also tutorial6.php. Okay, so our variable here is set to 1. We do find case 1. Let's go to each we're going to go to them one by one. So variable is 1, we find case 1, we echo this break out of the switch statement. This is exactly what we see. Now let me set variable to be 2. What should we expect? We should see this is case 2. Let me refresh the page here. This is case 2. Now let's make it 3. In this case we're going to execute the default one, as case 3 does not exist or is not defined within our switch statement. See here, this is a default case. Now let's talk about commenting this out. What should we expect to see is this 2 getting printed out, and then you will see the break, and it will not, and it will get out of the switch statement. Okay, I forgot to change this to case 1, because it should find case 1, and then once it finds case 1, it's going to execute the first one and not going to find the break, execute the second one, it will find the break and then get out of the auto switch. So as we see, this is case 1 and this is case 2, and if we comment that out, we should see all 3 cases, just because we're missing the breaks. So now you see how important the breaks are. However, if we comment this in and then let's switch our case to be 2, we will see case 2 and default gonna print out, just because you will find this case. So it will say switch to 2, you will find case 2, it will execute this, it will not find the break, so it will continue on down here and print the default as well. So in this particular case, since we have 2, we should see this is case 2 and this is the default case getting printed out. So we do see those two. So make sure you have those breaks in places, which are very helpful. Now you see this is case 2. Okay guys, so this was a tutorial regarding cases in PHP. I hope this helped you guys understand cases better. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave a comment or send me a message. If you haven't subscribed to my channel guys, please do that as well, it truly means a lot. And thank you for watching this tutorial, and I'll be back with another tutorial very soon. Thank you again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.